Yo, what up, trucker? How we doing? Just getting the rest of the lives set up, and then I will be chatting. Let's make sure that's working. Just gotta double check and make sure TikTok is actually streaming. Yo, what up, Lemons? How we doing? It looks like TikTok is changing the stream key every time. Hold on. All right, let's see if that gets it. Yeah, what up, MJ? Sorry, I'm just trying to get TikTok to start up. There it goes. All right, cool. Now we're working. Okay. I need to do one more thing and then we can get started. Living the dream. Trying to get home to your double computers. That's right. All right, I need to do one thing here. Okay, HR1, what's up? I think I got my live set up. There we go. Okay. Mikey, what's up? Welcome in. Doc, what's up, dude? Have a feeling my son's PC will run Tarkov better than mine. Well, yours is getting pretty old, man. Yours is getting pretty old. Hey, Mikey, thank you for the likes on the stream. Appreciate that. Am I doing a giveaway? No. Hey, how we doing, Mr. Davis? Mikey, with all those likes, I appreciate it. That's what I appreciate about you. C4 Gaming coming in with a sub on the tubes. Thank you. All right, well, let's get into this PC build after I drink a little water. Okay. And actually, let's switch the. There we go. That's the one we want. Is the 4060 better than a 3070? If you're talking about the 4060 non-Ti, no. The 3070 is a better card than the 4060. You will have trouble finding the 3070 unless you're getting one used. But if you can find one used, then yeah, it's a better card for sure. Need these PCs to last longer. Doc, when did we build your PC? Was it 2021? It's been a while. Digital Mechanic, thank you so much for coming in. 3060 Ti or 4060. They're pretty close. I would say 3060 Ti might be slightly better. The 4060 is on newer gen hardware and stuff, but I think the 3060 Ti is better still. You have a 3070 currently? Well, then don't sell it and get a 4060. Keep it. All right, keep it. Yeah, I think it was 2021. It was a while ago because we were still using. You have a Ryzen 5 3600. Like that was before we even got up to the 5000 series. I think it was 2021. Mikey is going wild with the likes on the live stream. Appreciate that. It's weird to me that the likes on TikTok are bold, but the comments are like grayed out. Maybe it's just because I have my thing in dark mode. I don't know. But it's kind of weird. Okay, let's talk about this PC. So, what we've got today is a Ryzen 7. You guys, I'm wording is hard right now. Words are hard. I've got a 5700X. That's an 8-core, 16-thread CPU from Ryzen. We've got 16 gigs of RAM, 1 terabyte SSD. We've got this nice Thermalright RGB air cooler, RTX 4060, a B550 motherboard from ASRock, 650 watt power supply, and then this Antec AX61, which has some built-in RGB fans and custom paintwork. Yeah, they don't come camouflaged like that. Huh? Check that out. Yeah, that's custom. You ain't getting that from the box store, are ya? Since I still game and stream on one PC. Yeah, that's also another thing. Like you don't want like a 3060 or a 4060 if you're trying to game and stream on one PC. Having the extra VRAM and extra GPU cores is definitely important for encoding. When did I get this? This is my second ever live stream on TikTok. What up, TG? How we doing? Welcome in. All right. Should we start the build? Should we start it? You have a 11700F 3060 Ti, 32 gigs of RAM. When should you upgrade? Well, 50 series is about to come out for Nvidia. Any time right now is solid for you to upgrade your CPU, but you're gonna have to do CPU, RAM, and motherboard all at once because you have an older CPU. But your GPU, you could wait until the 50 series comes out and then maybe buy a 40 series card, or the AMD 8000 series is coming out pretty soon. So like I would say sometime next year we'll be in a pretty good spot to upgrade that system. Like the vertical stream too, looks good. Hey, I love that. It's your birthday. Happy birthday, TG. All right, let's start the build. Let's start the build. I got a sticker here. I don't know why it's there. I'm moving it. I'm using OBS. You have a B560 motherboard. Yeah, it's it doesn't really matter the model of motherboard you have. With an 11th gen Intel CPU, it's a different socket. So you're gonna have to buy a newer motherboard when you replace your CPU. And you're gonna wanna go DDR5 if you want something that has more longevity. So yeah, I would say CPU, motherboard, RAM, do that all at once. You could keep your GPU for a while longer, and then if you find a good deal on a new GPU next year or whatever, you could do that too. But obviously it's all down to like how much are you willing to spend and when do you want to spend money, you know? Yo, thank you for all those likes. The TikTok chat is already full. It doesn't know what to do with all those likes. Where do you recommend getting parts? I would recommend going to pcpartpicker.com. That will show you the best price for various components. And it shows you Best Buy, Newegg. If it's on sale from like the manufacturer directly, like MSI or ASUS, it'll show you that. It'll show you Walmart. It'll show you BH Photo, and it'll just give you the cheapest price for each component, no matter where it's from, and then you can just click buy and buy it from that place. It's really, really nice. What is that? What is what? What's what? What are you talking about, Rai? Micro Center is really good. I didn't say that because Micro Center is not everywhere. Like, I am almost 1,000 miles away from the nearest Micro Center. If you have a Micro Center near you, that's a great place to go. It might not necessarily be the cheapest, so always make sure you check online, but I don't have a Micro Center near me, so yeah, I don't really think about them very often because I'm unfortunate I don't have one near me. MD, thank you for all the likes. Gamey Trucker Dad with all those likes. Lissandro followed the host. What's up? I don't even know what that means, but it sounds good. Thank you. Yeah, they do have good text there too, from what I hear. It was a birthday 2 days ago. Can I get a shout out? Sure. Happy birthday. Appreciate you coming in here, Sports. All right. So here's our motherboard. We have the ASRock B550. This is the PG or Phantom Gaming. You have a 4060 and a 10700K. Why am I getting low FPS? The 10700K is pretty old at this point. It could be that. It could be that your system needs to be cleaned. It could be that you need to update your system. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of potential reasons for low FPS. It could be that you're trying to run the game in too high of graphics. There's a lot of options. It's surprising they don't have one near you. I wish they had one near me. I think there's one in Colorado. I think that's the closest one. And Colorado is not that close. Okay, so here's our M.2. This is a Western Digital Blue SN580. Here's our little M.2 slot. The only thing is where's our M.2 screws that came with our motherboard? Huh, ASRock? I was looking for them at the bottom, but I didn't see them. Oh, you know what? Nope, I threw it down there. That's my bad. I put it in my bin for where all my stuff goes in the box. Later. There it is. Found it. I'm just a bot. I have a redneck copycat in store. Never heard of Microtech. Not Microtech, Micro Center. Maybe they said Microtech, but I think what they meant is Micro Center. Yeah, it's a long drive. I mean, if I was able to like buy a bunch of parts, like if I was, you know, selling lots and lots of computers and was able to buy a bunch of parts at once, like maybe it would make sense to make a trip. But I can also do that through like online retailers, you know, like D&H Solutions or something like that, you know. What's the specs? Type in exclamation point specs, Jeremy. Exclamation point SPECS. And that will give you the full list of specs. I can talk you through them too. Crazy is bro building a PC. I'm building a PC right now. You just subbed, please give you a shout out. I don't see a sub coming through, Tyler. If I see it come through, I'll definitely shout it out. The IT Mechanic came through with a sub. C4 Gaming with a sub. How do I buy PCs from you? redneckengineer.com. There should be a link in the description. You can go there and check out all of the pre-builds we have. You can also go ahead and fill out the custom build form, and I can build spec out a PC specifically for your needs as well. So that's also an option. The deals in store are better than online. Ginge TV, what's up, dude? Thank you for coming in. All right, hopefully Botrix is not being super slow today. How much is this build? This build was right around $1,000. Okay, Botrix is being dumb. So there's that. So here's what's in the system. We've got a Ryzen 7 5700X. We've got 16 gigs of CL16 3600 RAM. We've got 1 terabyte SSD. We've got the ASRock B550 motherboard, an RTX 4060, and a 650 watt power supply with the Antec AX61 case. Redneck has been the go-to PC builder for a long time now. Sheesh. Gamey Trucker Dad, if you're wanting a PC, I recommend him for sure. I got 2, but I bought by him a couple months ago. He sure did. He even got to come pick his up. That's what Mr. Dr. Weird is gonna do too. Zach Ritchie joining in, what's up? Pineapple, love the PC you built for Steffi Evans. Oh, I know, I love that PC. It was so much fun to make. Like we spent probably more time talking about it and figuring out how we were gonna make it happen than we actually did building it, because it was a product of love, for sure. It's such a fun computer. I've got a video of that on my YouTube as well. Caked, what is up? Good to see you, man. It's been a long time. What am I building? I'm building a computer. I'm building a PC. Apparently Botrix is just not working. It's working on the horizontal YouTube, but not the vertical, because, you know, Botrix, right? Computers and stuff, am I right? Is the R15 PC any good? I assume that's the Alienware. I don't really know much about it. I don't usually recommend other PC pre-builds. Just saying, what's a good SLI motherboard for the 1080 Ti? Well, no modern ones. I wouldn't buy a modern motherboard in SLI, an old GPU, personally. But pretty much anything that has multiple full PCIe 16 port or slots would probably be fine, because the 1080 Ti is not exactly going to be, you know, doing everything that motherboard can do. Yeah, I'm not sure about the Alienware R15. I remember before the Stone days. Ah, the Stone days, man. I've built multiple PCs for Stone now. I think 3 PCs for Stone. Not to mention, I built all of those PCs he gave away a couple years ago. I am on the tubes. I'm on YouTube and Kick, as well as TikTok. Just kidding, TikTok. You didn't hear that. We're just on TikTok. Try not to have my live throttled right as I start. Is bad overpriced? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't really recommend anything from Alienware. A lot of those pre-built companies, they use like some shoddy components. They only really tell you about the components that you. Why am I doing this? This is Intel. Guys, I'm just on something else today. I don't know what's going on. All right, there we go. Chadwick. Good old Chadwick. I built his gaming computer too. Was Chaddy the first one I built? No. I built his pretty early on, but the first one I built was for, the first one I built that was like commissioned would have been for Biohazard Wife. She streams on Twitch, I think, still. Come on. Do you have to put the metal things on there to install the CPU cooler? What metal things? What are we talking about here? I have to put some brackets on to install the CPU cooler. I have a budget of $70 for a PSU, have a power spec 750. Want to keep wattage on the verge of it. Is it safe to use or not? Yeah, it's safe to use. I mean, it might not last for very long, but it should be safe to use. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try, just the two of us. How long does a PC build take? So something like this, if I wasn't doing it live and chatting with you guys, I would say this build would take approximately 30 to 40 minutes to put together. With you guys here and me stopping to read comments and stuff, it'll probably be like an hour and 20 minutes, something like that. But that's okay, you guys are worth it. You hear that? You guys are worth it. I shouldn't have taken the stickies off this because this is for Intel. Whoops. All right, peel that. Make sure you take that off, all right? Don't want to leave that on there. Otherwise you'll be really dumbfounded as to why your thermals are terrible. PC Games coming in with the sub. Bassem coming with the sub. Tyler, there's your sub. Thank you so much for the sub. Michael Gibson, Carmen, all coming to the subs on the tubes. Thank you. Nope. Just gonna do a couple of these. It's probably more than we need. This new CPU is so clean. The thermal paste doesn't even want to stick to it. All right, there we go. Gotta take our fan off to do this. Running some COD tonight after? I think I will. I am enjoying the new movement and stuff. I've had some issues with like hit reg and whatnot on the new COD. Like the servers seem like they're kind of janky as ever, but besides that, I'm enjoying it. And I'm enjoying all the new guns, just having new guns to play with, you know. RTX 3070, 8 gigs, and a 12700K. Would going to a 4080 Super be worth the upgrade? At the moment, I mean, with that CPU, not so much. But you can always do one thing at a time, right? Like you could upgrade to that GPU. You'll probably get a little bit of a boost in FPS, and then down the road, upgrade your CPU as well. Went back to the dark side for Lewis. Who is the biggest YouTuber you've ever built for? I mean, Stone Mountain 64 is pretty big on YouTube too, so I would say him. Do you know some black and gold motherboards under $200? Under $200, that might be tough. Asus Tough makes some pretty nice, like mostly black motherboards that have like a little bit of like orangish on them. I don't know if I would quite call them gold, but that would probably be my go-to. It definitely, obviously, it depends on what CPU you're going with, because that makes a big difference on what motherboards are available. The Asus ProArt series is the only one that I can think of off the top of my head that is like definitely black and gold, and those are definitely not below $200. Those are expensive. This is AM4. Ideal GPU for a Ryzen 7 8700F. Maybe like an RX 7800 XT. If you want Nvidia, maybe like a 4060 Ti, 4070 Super, somewhere in that range. Yes, this is not for me. This is for somebody else. I build PCs for customers. So pretty much anytime you guys see me streaming, I'm building a PC for a customer. What do you think of the Threadripper Pro and a gaming pill? No, that is definitely not worth it. The Threadripper is not a gaming CPU, so it's not really worth it. I mean, it's cool. Don't get me wrong, it's cool. Yeah, the blood splatter with no damage is just absolutely wild. What up, Patrick? Thank you for coming into the stream. Appreciate that. Should I swap motherboard? It's a proprietary motherboard. I mean, you can use it for now. If you plan on like upgrading down the road, like if you have a CPU that's working for it, everything's working fine. If you can get it to fit into a different case, I would just keep using it until you plan on like eventually actually upgrading, because then you would upgrade that and your CPU at the same time. That way you're not doing a new motherboard twice. So as long as it's working fine, I would just keep it. What is the CPU and GPU on this build? It is a RTX 4060 and the Ryzen 7 5700X. I would tell you to use exclamation point specs, but it doesn't seem to be working today on the YouTube vertical for whatever reason. Do you need to be grounded to build a PC? No, you don't. You just don't. You should give an IRL building course. I've had people suggest that before. I don't know if there's enough people located here in Idaho to do that. But that would be fun. I would totally do that if people actually wanted it. So then for a boost, would you recommend upgrading the CPU I have instead of the 4080? Probably. I would say, I mean, do one or the other to start. A 4080 is really expensive versus you can get a new CPU, new CPU, motherboard, and RAM for less than the cost of a 4080. And you could go with the new Intel series or maybe like a new 9800X 3D. Can you make a tutorial on how to set up ARGB? I don't understand it. It's different depending on what you have. That's the problem. Every different motherboard model and depending on what like RGB stuff you buy, it's all different. So it's kind of hard. Would a Ryzen 5 5500 and 6400 16 gigs be good for streaming? If you're just using it as a streaming PC, it should be fine. If you're trying to game and stream from it, no. There's not enough cores or RAM to do that. Okay, this is done. See that? PC's done. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. That's just everything that's going on the motherboard. Let's get our case out here. Is it the same process for the stock cooler to put in the CPU cooler? It's very similar, yeah. The stock cooler, if you have the like little baby one from AMD, you do the same sort of thing. You take the, you take the little plastic brackets off, and then you put the cooler onto it. If you have the Wraith Prism or whatever it's called, the bigger one, that one actually just uses those brackets, and you just clip it right on. It's really easy. The 4070 Super is a really good card. It is a great card. 4070 Super is a great card. I have that in one of my pre-builts on my my website because it is real good. What's a good CPU to go with a 4060? There's so many options. It really depends on how much you want to spend. Like this 5700X, great for a 4060 because it's nice and cheap. And you can get DDR4 RAM for really cheap, and you can get the motherboards for really cheap. But if you want upgradability over time, maybe not the best option. So it really depends on what you're trying to do. I'm cheating TikTok with an auto clicker. Oh my gosh. Do I like sleeper PCs? Yes, I love a good sleeper PC. I actually have a plan to do a sleeper PC. It won't be on the live stream because there will be a lot to it. But I do have plans to do a sleeper PC. I even have the chassis already. I just need to work on doing it, you know. You have a GTX 1060. Is it good for 1440p gaming? No. The 1060 is not suitable for 1440p gaming. Thank you guys for all the subs on YouTube. Sorry, I'm not keeping up with them, but thank you. Appreciates that. Yeah, Mr. Davis, I'm on Kick, YouTube, and TikTok right now. Was Chatty Daddy's PC the first one you ever built? No. It was one of the first ones I've ever built for customers. Like, he bought one pretty early on. But no, I had already built several PCs by that point in time. Okay, this is not set up for ATX, at least not completely. We're missing a couple of standoffs there. Hopefully, we've got some in here. There's a bag inside of a bag inside of a bag. What is a kernel power error my PC keeps restarting when gaming? It's a great question. I don't know. I mean, there's probably multiple potential errors that could be causing it, but I do not know off the top of my head, sorry. Is a 4060 at 12600K a good match? Yes, it's a great match. Ooh, there's a little bit of paint in the threads. That's okay. We're good. Now we can put this back in here. Is the 4060 good with the Intel i5 13400F? Because I'm planning on using it for PC VR, getting over 200 FPS. The 4060 with the 13400F, yeah, this is a fine combination. As far as like what sort of FPS you'll get with the VR, I couldn't really tell you, but that combo should work pretty well. What am I looking for? Looking for this, and I'm looking for some bolts. That definitely did not go in properly. Cool. These holes just not quite lining up. Is that why it felt like it was cross-threaded? Yes, it is. Okay. What games would you recommend for me from going from PS5 to PC? Bro, there's so many games available on Steam. Just go on Steam and start looking around, man. Retro games, new indie games. The sky is the limit. You also have access if you wanted to like pay for Xbox Game Pass. That also allows you to play games on your PC. You could do that as well. What up, AJ? You have a working PC? Let's go. Did they send you another one or did they fix it? Ryzen 7 5800X and a 7600T. That's not a bad combo. Yeah. I don't remember what the pricing is on the 7600 XT right now. You may even be able to get slightly better performance from a GPU that's like an older gen. But it's hard to say. Can you believe they didn't give me enough standoffs for every single spot with ATX? It's crazy. It's crazy. You just have to choose. Pick your poison. Making a PC looks easy, not gonna lie. It's not terribly hard. It also helps that I am on PC build number 233. So I don't have to think about it too hard, you know? How much does this one cost? It was right around $1,000. Can you please gift me this PC? No. This is already bought and paid for. And I don't have money to just give away computers, you know? Got a refund and bought a new one from a different company. There you go. For my PC, I'm getting a car turn on button. Oh, let's go. I have a remote button, like not like fully remote, but like one that like, it's hard lined in, but it's like up on top of my desk rather than in my computer. Because it used to be in a really inaccessible spot. There we go. All right, there we go. I mean, we would need to raise money in order to give away a PC. Also, my wife put this fan back in here and I don't like the orientation, so we're moving it. I can't just give away a PC, man. I'm on the green place, I'm on the red place, and I'm on TikTok. Should I get a PC with a screen or is it just for looks? You mean like with like a screen built into it? I mean, that's just for looks for sure, but it looks cool. If you've got the money for it, I mean, you know, dude, go hog wild. But yeah, you're not gonna, it's not like it's gonna help with performance or anything. You're definitely not gonna be gaming on the screen that's inside of your computer, you know? People asking for giveaway because you know I'll shout at them. Yeah. People asking for giveaways. Just because I'm on YouTube doesn't mean I have a bunch of money, you guys. Thoughts on the RX 7600 Hellhound? Personally, after Intel just announced that they are coming out with the new Battle Mage Intel Arc GPUs, I would wait and see how those perform, because those are cheaper than an RTX 4060, but they supposedly will perform like just as good as an RTX 4060, if not better. So you might wait for a couple weeks and see how those turn out. Do I stream builds all the time? I mean, I stream them whenever I've got them. When customers order computers, I build them live. So if you don't see me streaming for a while, it could be that I just don't have any computers going in. Not gonna lie, the companies that have $500 or less PCs I don't trust, yeah. I mean, you know when you're paying less than that, like, you know they're cheaping out on something. You just don't know what it is. I mean, you can definitely sell fairly cheap computers. Yo, I've been on the wrong screen this whole time and nobody's yelled at me. I guess if you're on the vertical, it doesn't matter. It looks the same, but. Can't believe you guys aren't yelling at me. Do I know your dad's company? No, I don't. I do not. Okay. Even though this is such a small, light build, let's get Lazy Susan out here. 4070 Super and a 9700X, great match. Thank you guys for joining in on the TikTok stream, appreciate that. One day I'm gonna do giveaways with your builds. Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun. I have that exact PC with a 4060 and a 13700K. It's about to upgrade with a 4070 Super and an i9, the newer motherboard. It depends on what power supply you have today. If you have like a 750 watt power supply or bigger, you'll be fine. If you have a 650 with a 4070 Super, I would say you should probably get a better one. Also, that's an iBuy Power pre-built. What's an iBuy Power pre-built? About 1,000 Nandas. Nobody knows what that means. I don't know what that means. I have a 5700G with a Gigabyte 3090. It's a pretty unbalanced system, if you ask me. Stuck there. Go. Just gonna zip tie this real quick while I got it so I don't lose it. Casey, thank you for the like on the stream. I'm using a 7700K as well. Sheesh. It's a 5700 with a 3060. I mean, those will work well together, for sure. All right, let's plug in all the stuff that comes with the case. How about that? How about that? All right, HD audio, always first for me. Why? Nobody knows. But that doesn't matter. The order also doesn't really matter, but that's okay. Okay, then we got our USB 2.0. Don't see a lot of those around, but when you're dealing with budget computers, you get some older stuff. All right, USB 2.0, boom. USB 3.0, good, good. That is right up here. Boom. Will it run games? I can add mods without a problem. Yeah, it'll run most games for sure. If you got time, could you go over the basics of PC building? What goes with what? I think we should do a separate like Q&A live later this week. Maybe Thursday, let's do a Q&A live and you guys can ask all those questions. Maybe we'll do some like, here's some random builds based on your budget or what you like. I think that would be, I think we can do that. Is a Ryzen 3 a good match with the 4090 Ti? Well, considering the 4090 Ti doesn't exist and nobody's building Ryzen 3s anymore, sure. Go for it. Okay, reset switch. So this guy here is saying reset switch. So I think this is for controlling the RGB if you want to do it with the case. So we'll make sure we put that over there. $13,900 with a 4070. 240 hertz, 1440p. Depending on what game you're playing, you may be able to get close to 240 hertz, 240 FPS. I would say in 1440p in a lot of games, you're not going to hit that, but that's not necessarily a problem. Okay. How are your pre-builds better than others? Just curious. Just because I only use high quality components. I don't cheap out on the motherboard. I don't cheap out on the power supply. I mean, the case is a case for the most part. I use good quality, fast with low latency RAM, good quality SSDs from either like Team Group or Crucial most of the time. Sometimes I use Western Digital, only high quality stuff. I'm not using stuff from some manufacturer nobody's ever heard of. I make sure that the CPU cooler is always appropriately sized for the CPU that's being used. I think it's most things. Yeah, basically, there are no low quality components being used versus a lot of these companies are using really low quality power supplies. They use the cheapest motherboards you can find. They use slow, junky RAM. A lot of them will use either undersized CPU coolers or really cheap CPU coolers. I see it all the time. Like I can literally look at the pictures on like Walmart or whatever's website and be like, this, and this are all junk. Sorry. Is 4T unnecessary? I don't know what you're talking about. 13700 KF with a 4060 Ti, 32 gigs of RAM. Water cooling. Good luck finding water cooling stuff for
we're better than
4060 Ti.
you.
Bazinga.
And we know it.
We're better than you. We know it. What's up, Richard? How we doing? Sorry, I forgot to say hi. I saw your name pop up earlier. What up, Zach? How we doing? Dual PC stream? We're doing triple PC stream. We got two up on YouTube, so we're doing vertical and horizontal there. We're up on Kick, and we're live on TikTok. What up, Savage? How we doing, dude? Welcome in. Pay attention to us. There's too many people. There's too much going on. What crypto should you buy? Bro, I don't know. Seems like all the crypto right now is at like an all-time high, so probably don't buy any crypto right now. I don't know, bro. I just work here. Is there not an RGB? Oh, wait. I think this guy goes over to this. Yeah. Okay. So this is gonna daisy chain all this together, and then our RGB is gonna go into over here. I think we probably just have one RGB header. No, we have two. Wow. Look at this, a fancy case. Fancy motherboard. We got two RGB headers. No? Am I in there correctly? Don't get mad at me, Richard. It's not my fault. I don't know how to deal with it. I don't know what to do. Hi guys, thanks for joining Rednex Live for the least favorite of all three platforms. Actually, I've been ignoring Kick way more than you guys. I like my shirt. Hey, thank you. Me too. It's from Into the AM. What's a good power supply? Seasonic, Corsair, EVGA are like my top three favorite brands. Asus as well. Corsair IQ Link. I don't really like a lot of Corsair stuff. Bro, Free Palestine, stop it. You're gonna get yourself muted. You keep asking the same dumb question. And yes, it's a dumb question because I already responded to it. Okay, all this stuff is plugged in. The cable management obviously is atrocious right now, but that's okay. That's not the point. Where's my knife? There it is. Don't play with knives, kids. I don't really like that cooler, but it is more than capable of cooling this 13700 Ti. The 4090 Ti is not a real GPU. That's why it's a dumb question. I eat paint buckets for breakfast. Is he a bot? Probably. Dr. Fumbles, you say Bitcoin, huh? Could be right. But see, Bitcoin and like, here's the problem. Crypto right now is a bunch of it is at like an all-time high. So that's why I wouldn't suggest buying crypto right now, because everything's at an all-time high and it's very likely to come back down. And guess when it all went really high? It all jumped up overnight when Trump got elected. So like, I mean, crypto is always super volatile anyways, but it's very likely that it'll just come down. No one free, okay, goodbye. Okay, you were just being it, okay. If you start spamming that, I'm getting you out of here. But you're fine now. Just being a troll. Is the case dirty? No. It's got a camouflage paint job on it. Okay, PCIe, we need that. CPU, we need that. All right, we're good. Okay, let's get our CPU power in here. Yeah, MD is definitely a bot, for sure. You know, I'll happily mute and block people. It's my favorite pastime. I need you to keep people in line over there. I need you to keep people in line over there. The paint blocks the dirt, that's right. Boom, timeout, Free Palestine. Ha! Suck on that. There's no one to keep in line because you keep ignoring us. I'm not ignoring you. I'm reading your comments right now. Been thumb you like crazy. Bro, you guys are hitting the like button like crazy. So much so that it's hard to find the comments because the likes show up in the exact same spot as the comments. It's wild. Need a mod somewhere, Red? I probably need a mod on TikTok if I'm gonna live stream there. I have no idea how to mod people there. So we'll cross that bridge someday. But yeah, fun times. Okay, let's get a couple of zip ties going back here. Hey, Alicia's a wild card. You never know what she's gonna do over there. You never know what she's gonna do over there. Never know what she's doing back there. Mom, the meatloaf. We want it now. AJ with 17 roses. Oh, thank you. I still don't know how much a rose is. I know it's a smallish donation, but any donation on TikTok is more than I've normally gotten, so it's pretty exciting. Favorite mod right here. We'll figure it out at some point. 6600, great starter GPU for 1080. Yes, if you can, look for a 6650 because they tend to be roughly the same price a lot of the times, and you get slightly better performance. Also, I was saying it earlier, but Battle Mage, Intel Arc's new GPU lineup, is releasing really soon, and the B570, the lower one, is only going to be like $220. So maybe hold on to your money for a little bit. Yeah, we'll have to figure out how to mod people over there. Is Cooler Master Hyper 212? Is it good for a Ryzen 7? It'll probably do the trick for a Ryzen 7. I don't know if I would call it good for it, but and it depends on which Ryzen 7 you're talking about. If you're talking about like an old 5000 series one, it's probably fine. If you're talking about like a newer one, I would say don't do it. Right Tech, what is up? Welcome in. Thank you for the GGs. I also have no idea how much a GGs is, but I like it. The 49 Ti doesn't exist. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It has 28 million gigabytes of RAM. Don't listen to him. It's not an official release from Nvidia. It's fake news. Richard with a galaxy thing, I think is what it's called. Richard's like, I'm keeping my favorite mod status over here. Best budget AIO for the 14700K. This is a really good one. I have one because I did a video on it recently. These, and they have another version that's around the same price. The MSI Mag 240 will do an incredible job of keeping that CPU cool. Like, impressively good job. MSI Mag, go look at my YouTube. I did a review video on it. You have one? Lies. Thank you guys for all those likes on TikTok. Hey, it's this guy again. What's up, Travis? Can I be a mod maybe, please? Probably not. At least not right now. Gotta be part of the community and stuff for a while before I can consider modding anyone, you know? I need to know who my mods are. Man, I wish I could afford an AIO. They are a bit more expensive, but they look so good, you know? They look so good. Rytech with a, is that a dolphin? And a spicy chili? Bro, I have no idea what any of these things are. I don't even know. Still trying to figure out how to mount a switch inside of your PC. What do you mean mount a switch inside of your PC? Could you describe it more? Do you recommend Intel or Ryzen? If you're going with stuff right now, I would say Ryzen. Talking about new things. Ryzen. I might be a bit of a fanboy. In a month? Most of the people who are mods here have been following and have been around for like a couple of years, so. Rytech's sending more things, I don't even know what they're called. You're just going nuts. Richard says, can I be a mod? Richard, I would love to figure out how to make you a mod on TikTok, sir. Maybe Rytech can show me how to do that. Rytech's my TikTok guru. I just go to him. Rytech, I don't even know what those are, but thank you. Like a power switch, like to turn on your computer from inside of the power supply. You got a 1400K with a 4070 super build on the way. Can't wait. Oh, that sounds awesome. This might be a dumb question, but is Ryzen a window? Ryzen is the CPU lineup from AMD. It is definitely capable of being used with Windows. You can install Windows on a Ryzen PC. Hopefully that answers your question. Try turning it off, then turning it on again. Like a Nintendo Switch. Oh, that sounds fun. Click the setting button in the live chat panel. Click moderation settings. All right, hold on. I have the live center up. Hold on. I'm still here, y'all. There's overview. Overview things. There's an about me section. Nope, I don't want that. Members. Oh, Rytech became a member? Bro, I don't even know what's going on over here. I'm lost in the sauce, you guys. You don't even know. I see top gifters. Do I need to try and do this from my phone? Would that be easier, you guys? Would that be easier? Hold on. I'll get back in front of everybody. Don't look at my phone. Don't look at my phone. Okay. Let me find it. Click the settings button in live. So click on that. I'm gonna scroll over to the live. Settings. Dismiss. Moderators. Add moderators. Okay. Okay, no results found when I tried to find AJ. Alicia. What about Richard? Richard is already a mod. There we go. Alicia, what's your actual at? Mr. Sir, he's streaming on 3 platforms, the chat's going fast. I'm losing it. I'm losing my freaking mind here. I didn't say maybe to you, did I? I think I said maybe because I don't know what I'm doing. But now that I figured out what I'm doing. Okay, there we go. KK AC. You say that, but nothing came up. Yours is pretty expensive, I think, around 10 to 11K custom water loop. Sheesh. I still can't find you. But I should be able to do this later. We'll figure it out afterwards. Seems like there's quite a bit of delay for the TikTok chat to you. I'm just slow at reading, maybe. Hold down on her name and chat should let you from there. Oh, maybe I can do it in here? Where did I put my mouse, you guys? I took it over here. Hold on. You're saying I can do this? Saying I can do this? Where'd my mouse go? There it is. Add as a moderator. Wow. Confirm. Maybe not, it's just you. Your boy is just slow. Like, I didn't know you could read, bro. I've been rewatching Harry Potter right now. And the line where Malfoy says, I didn't know you could read, killed me. Love it. Redneck Engineer, is your TikTok something larger than your YouTube following? No. My TikTok following is like not even 1,000 people. Do I make gaming laptops? Sadly, no. Ryzen's AMD's name for their platform, Windows and OS. Yes. Travis is a smart boy. He knows things. Just joined the stream. I have 2 questions. Just got a new pre-built PC. Is a GPU. The 4060 is a GPU good for a 12th gen i5 1400. Yeah, those are okay. I mean, I would say the i5 is probably a little bit overpowered for the 4060. Like, you could handle a bigger GPU, but you know, it is what it is. All cables come plugged in except for one. If you don't see a slot for it on the GPU, then it might just be an extra one in the case, and they just left it attached to the power supply, or they have a non-modular power supply. So if you don't see an extra port like on the front of the GPU, then you should be fine. Don't worry about it. Hi from New Zealand, welcome in. Thank you, Kevin. Appreciate you coming in here. Okay, what was I doing before all this happened? You guys, I'm losing it. I think I was doing cable management a little bit. I think we're gonna do a little cable management. Okay, we've got that. We're gonna power our fans, because that seems like a good idea, right? Gonna power our fans. You guys are distracting me because everyone is in chat today. They've been telling you for the past 30 minutes. Sorry, what? What have you been telling me for the past 30 minutes? You're gonna add 49 Ti as a blocked word. 7900X3D, 4080. Yeah. How to add a mod? Oh, sorry. I'm not very good at this, you guys. I just build computers. Don't look at me like that. Also, this cable management is effed. Gotta fix that. There we go. Stop yelling at me. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know. They just gave me a TikTok stream key and said, here you go. I don't know what I'm doing. Like, here's this incredible power. Learn to use it wisely. And I'm like, what? What do you mean? Been friends with Red for 4 years. It's been so, it really has been like 4 years, hasn't it? That's crazy. I think you need to do it when you're not live. Okay. It's camo, yeah. Is this a mold PC? Wow, banned. Ban him now. Is this a mold PC? You're on thin ice. I like my PC mold, bruh. Like, ooh, yeah. That nice spilled, you know, spilled Mountain Dew and then just left it there. It's basically what we did with this case. I'm from the PNW. Yeah, I don't know things. What are you talking about? The audio is echoey. You can hear it faintly in the background. Well, that's effed. It could be this. No, it's on no sound. Is anyone else hearing an echo on the audio? Oh wait, hold on. Make sure that's on 0. I think I figured that out last time. Hold on, I think I fixed it. If it's really faint, if it was really faint before that, I think I just fixed it. No echo there, cool. Right Tech gifting a membership on the tubes, thank you. Paint the power supply? No thanks. I like working computers here, thank you. Thank you very much. We like to have our computers working. Okay. We're gonna change it up. We're gonna get a cable tie over here. Could be your phone, I hear it. No. It's not my phone. I think it's Chrome. It's something about the TikTok live that echo showed up, and I have to like mute Google Chrome for some reason. I don't know what that's about, but muting Chrome seems to have fixed it. At least it did last time, so we're just gonna do that again. You just gift me a gaming PC? How about you gift me a few $100s, and then I will gift you a PC worth a few $100s. And then you also gift me the cost of shipping and taxes. And then we're good, you know? No? That doesn't sound like a good deal? Doesn't sound like a good deal to you guys? Because that sounds like a great deal. I don't know what you're talking about. That sounds like a great deal. Shushbot. Your TikTok live. Yeah. Shushbot. RTX 4090 gift me. Pass. Okay, before I get any further, let's get the GPU in here. The exciting part, RTX 4060. I do need to pop out a couple of those things. Is that as far you're gonna go? All right, we're just gonna take that out. Wish I wasn't in the UK. I know, same. Okay, so that's actually the top slot. That's surprising. I don't have a few $100s. My PC is $300. Well, I don't have several $100s to give you a PC, so I think this is what we call an impasse. What screwdriver are you using? This is the LTTstore.com screwdriver, the Linus Tech Tip screwdriver. Just a week ago, it's not that hard. Sorry, what did the glistener say? No, just the back shell? No thanks. It also would make it really hard to RMA the power supply if it's covered in paint. Not worth it. It's a business decision. Do you want to know my specs? I do. J9, what's up? Welcome into the stream. I stream here now. I don't know what I'm doing, but I stream here now. How was your stream? How was The Sims? Did you make something beautiful? That's right, I saw you live earlier. I think you left the PC case in the lunchbox for the holidays. Banned. Somebody ban him right now. Get him out of here. How often do I stream? Whenever I have PCs to build, and then we're gonna try and do some more just like chill and chat, answering questions streams, I think too. Richard's been hounding me to do that, and I've just been kind of lazy, I guess. No idea, it just turns on. Double tap the screen now. Everybody double tap the screen. I knew that screwdriver sounded familiar. Yeah, buddy. I love it. I've been using it for over a year now. It is an incredible screwdriver. I know that it's a little bit on the expensive side, and it's kind of probably hard for people to justify, but when you use it as much as I do, it's definitely worth it. Richard, thank you for all the likes. Gotta be like Nike. No, please don't. It's too late. You've sealed your fate. Savage, he's only paying attention to Kick. No, I've been paying attention to YouTube mostly. Sorry. Mostly YouTube. All right, there we go. Got the click. I need a couple of these bolts. Built my first gaming PC with a 5600X and a 6600. Let's go. It's a great little 1080p gaming PC. Just got a 5900X and a 6800 XT. It's not bad. I mean, it's definitely a little bit older hardware, but like, that's great for gaming. Like, you shouldn't have any problems playing games with that. Got a Dell Optiplex. What GPU is best? $100 to $200. If you're gonna stay under $200, probably like a GTX 1650 G6. If you're willing to go just over $200, I would say an RX 6600 or 6650 XT if you can find one of those. I'll drop a gifted membership when the stream hits 100 likes. Oh shoot! You guys better do it. It's a sweet click. That's right. That's right. Anyone think that the Titan X released 7 years ago is still a GOAT graphics card? That's what I hear. I don't have one. I've never used one, but I've heard it's still a pretty incredible card. Found your 6600 on eBay for $180. Is that in like Canadian maple dollars? Or I guess 180. Sorry, no, I was thinking something else. 180 is actually, yeah, a little bit off, a little bit cheaper than normal. Oh, Palestine, you just want to get muted again, bro? You just want to get muted again? All right, I'll put you in timeout again. 30 minutes. Enjoy yourself. What about 600? Like if you're willing to spend $600 on a GPU? Is that what you're asking? I took the glass off my PC and cleaned it and put it back on. Atta boy. What's What's meh? I offer 165. He took it? Hey, let's go. Guess how much the Titan X is now? 200 bucks. There you go. I mostly only recommend like newer GPUs. Like if you are willing to like take the risk and buy a used GPU, like it's really hard to be able to tell like what those are running for at any given time. I mostly just know the pricing of new GPUs. So if you want something used, I'm probably not the best resource for how much does it cost, unfortunately. What up, Muma? How we doing? I'm doing great. We're having a good time. TikTok is bumping. YouTube vertical is bumping. We're having fun. We're building a crazy awesome PC for a friend. What could possibly go wrong? You know? What could possibly go wrong? All right. Do that one too. Canada, eh? Home of maple syrup. What do you think of a PC case with a screen? I've built at least one computer with like a, well, I've built two. I've had the Height Y70 Touch that comes with a screen built on, And I've built a really nice high-end custom PC where we added a screen. You know, if you're building a really high-end system and you're willing to spend the money on it, you know, it looks cool. It doesn't add any performance, obviously. And I wouldn't waste the money on it if you're going for like a budget build, because you can always add it later if you have money later, but they are cool. All right, I think we need, yeah, we got a big spot there. Junk, what's up? Dalen, what is up? How you doing, dude? You used to play Xbox together? Man, I haven't played on Xbox in quite a while. It's 2020. Dalen, the name does sound very familiar though. My mind is not great. My memory is not what it used to be though, unfortunately. Okay. There we go. I'm gonna give myself B- on that job. There's not a lot of space for good cable management. So that's, you know, that's why we're getting that. But that's okay, because we have this handy dandy thing called a back panel and no one has to look at it ever again. Oh, except for that's sticking out, isn't it? Yep. Yup. What's sticking out? Is it this? Is it that? Is it our motherboard cable? It's too thick. I think I need to run the motherboard to the left where there's a little bit deeper space over there. It's a little more space over here. Mine totals at about 1K. Sheesh. Literally years ago, I know, right? What's your budget, Luffy? What's some good PC specs? Yeah, it definitely depends on your budget. Upgrading to a 7800X 3D, let's go. Yeah, they do kind of suck at optimizing their game, don't they? But people love the game, so you know, they're doing something right. There we go. Went by Dirty Fresh on the Xbox. That does sound very familiar. Most of the money should be put to the CPU and GPU. True, most of the money will go there, but like, it's still important to have a good power supply and RAM and motherboard and all that good stuff. The thing that matters the least on how much you spend on it is the case. Like, as long as you get good airflow in your case, that's kind of all that matters. You don't need to spend a lot of money on it. You know what's RTX 4060 and something about an i5? Where do I get a case like that? You have someone like me custom paint it for you. Because that's what we did with this one. And there we go. It's all put together. Check that out. What should you use for your 1.1K dollars? You're building yourself, I would say something like you can go like 7800X 3D with a, if you want to go like newer gen, you could go like a Ryzen 5 9600X or 7600X, 32 gigs of DDR5, and then get yourself like a 1 to 2 terabyte SSD, decent case, and power supply and motherboard, something like that. Is this built dirt themed? It's camo. Camouflage. So my friend's son, my friend bought this for his son. He's really into like military history stuff. So we thought it'd be cool to do a camo paint job for free for him. The friends and family discount. My wife really wanted to do it. I am an AMD lover too. But I mean, AMD is just better than Intel right now anyways. Like, you can't really deny that. Mid-tier stuff. I mean, that's all kind of mid-tier stuff. What AMD Wi-Fi motherboard do you suggest? I'm a big fan of, if you do like the mid-level of ASRock is really good stuff. Also ASUS TUF. ASUS TUF motherboards are really reasonably priced and really good quality. Best PC for gaming and looks for 2K. You probably get like a 4070 Super with like a Ryzen 7. Looks, I mean, you can spend as much as you want on that, so it's hard to say. Not gonna lie, I thought I came out of the trash at first glance. Banned. Ban him. Just kidding. I mean, mid-level specs these days, if you're talking about only new components, mid-level specs would be like a 4060 Ti or a 4070 Super. That's kind of the middle of the range. And then for CPUs, that'd be like a Ryzen 7 7700X, 9700X, or Ryzen 5 7600X, 9600X. That would be middle tier right now. Intel is falling apart, man. They are struggling. I honestly really hope that their Battle Mage GPUs that they just released, or just, they didn't release them yet, they just announced them. I really hope they do well, because I think they could really disrupt the lower end GPU market. It's 6 a.m. here. Oh, welcome in from India. Appreciate that. It's very early. I actually have one of my coworkers is working remotely from India for the next month. Mine is Intel. Please don't bully me. Bully her. Everybody bully her. Just kidding. Don't do that. We don't approve of bullying. But yeah, Intel is struggling right now, you guys. Like really struggling. Like look at their stock prices. It's down 50% over just this year. 50%. All right, we're gonna bring the lights down. And we'll fire up this PC. So before I do that, I want all of you to put up your favorite emoji in the chat. Put your absolute favorite emoji into the chat so we can fire up this PC. Favorite emojis right now. My wife with her disappointed in me facepalm emoji. Love that. MD, nice. Need a workstation for 3K. Any suggestions on a graphics card for CAD design? The Nvidia 4080 gonna be future-proof. I'm avoiding Intel completely. Yes, I do build custom. Dave, go to redneckengineer.com. Click on the details for the live stream, and there should be a direct link to my website. If you scroll through there, if you can't find that, just type in redneckengineer.com into Google, spelled the same way that you see it on here with no C and redneck. And then you can either just fill out the contact form, or you can go through and fill out the custom build form. That'll probably be the faster way to do it, to just get an idea of your budget, things you want in it, what you want it to look like, all that sort of stuff. Shame the Intel user, for shame. No, she doesn't know any better. It's not her fault. Lee, what's up? Thank you for those fire emojis. Gamer Mac 1 with that. I don't even know what that is. I can't even tell what that emoji is. Looks scary. Did you read my comment? And Zoth, I got a question. I'm getting a new CPU this Thursday, and I did a 27-hour benchmark on my PC to prove its stability. Do you think it's enough? I think that's enough. New to PCs, any recommendations on learning? You can go back and watch some of my videos. I've got lots of short form stuff, long form stuff. You can watch some of my videos. You can look at like Zach Tech Surf. There's a lot of good YouTubers out there that make really good videos for things to learn, but you can always come here and ask questions. I sent a heart, thank you, MD, appreciate that. All right, so Ryzen 7 5700X. We've got an RTX 4060, 1 terabyte of storage, 16 gigs of DDR4 RAM, a 650 watt power supply, ASRock B550 Phantom gaming motherboard, and the Antec AX61 with camo paint. It's not mold, it's not dirt, it's camo paint. All right, it's camo. First ever power on. Here it is. There's the power button. Boom. Check it out. I don't know how to make camo colored RGB, but it's still pretty cool. Emoji drinking coffee. Oh, I love that. I wish I knew better. I'd probably be on the game right now instead of wondering why my CPU just laid itself to rest. Oh, that's unfortunate. MD, thank you so much for another heart. I just realized Avery is gonna be so big now. She's almost 6 years old. Isn't that crazy? Apparently they're both faulty. I had an issue with the CPU and M.2 shown by my local tech. I lost a lot of money, but I don't know what's the cause of it. Could be power outage. Power outages are a big thing. If you have a decent PC, I always recommend buying an uninterruptible power supply. You can get them for relatively cheap on Amazon or wherever. It's basically a battery backup. So you hook up your computer to the battery backup, and then that gets connected into your wall outlet. And then if there's ever a power surge or anything, it will protect your PC from things just like that. Camo RGB is no RGB in my opinion. Yep. Yep. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I know, it's crazy. She's in kindergarten, Alicia. Is liquid cooler better than air cooler? I think they look better. They tend to have a little bit more stable temperatures. But they are more expensive. If you don't care about how it looks, you can get a very good quality air cooler for cheaper than the cost of a good quality liquid cooler, and there's almost nothing to go wrong with it. There's basically no moving parts. It's just a fan that you could take off and replace at any time. So, you know, it's up to you. Swadley, thank you for joining the stream. Best one is 900 watts, which is $450. I just bought a 600 watt one for my stream PC, and it was like $130. I run a mid-range PC, so I need that wattage. Oh, you're not using anywhere near 900 watts on your computer with those specs. You could get a much lower end UPS. Never trust a manufacturer air cooler. Oh yeah, like the one like for like a cheap pre-built computer. Yeah, don't trust those. But I use good ones. This is a Thermalright. It's only $19, but this thing works really well. This thing can cool my 12700K. It's great. Not sure if you remember my nephew, but he's just turned 5 and is in school now. Hey, let's go. That's awesome. Is an i5 1440F and RTX 4060 good for starting a gaming YouTube channel in 1080p 60 FPS? Yes, you can definitely do that with that. The 4060, depending on how much RAM you have, the 4060 might struggle a little bit with gaming and recording at the same time, but it should do okay. Thermalright makes incredible air coolers. I mean, Noctua is like my favorite, but if you're on a budget, Thermalright. Had an AIO for my Intel, doesn't matter what I run for the AMD. If you're gonna get You can, I mean, you can use an AIO for both. You can probably use your AIO from your Intel for your AMD, most likely. It just kind of depends on what you get. At the very least, get a surge protector. Yeah, like a legit surge protector for sure. Is 1200 enough to get a decent PC in your opinion? Yes. Obviously, it's not going to be super high end. If you're building it yourself, you can get a like really good system for 1200 if you're building it yourself, depending on where you live and stuff. But your router does not run off your PC. You don't need that to be connected to your UPS. Like, you want your UPS to just be like your main monitor and your PC, nothing else. If it's not a huge one. Because the TDP of your GPU and your CPU together, I think is only like 400 watts. Like the 4060 is only like 200-ish watts, and your, or was it 3060 Ti? I think it's like maybe 250. And then your 5600X is only like 105. Monitors tend to be okay. You could just put those on a surge protector for the most part. I need a 4090 for your school projects. What kind of schooling are you doing? Jeez. The Natural Premium is real, but they do offer the best quality. It's true. Like, they're nice and quiet. They work really well. It's great. Okay, y'all. That is it. The PC is done. I did a great job. Pat myself on the back. Are you anywhere PC is a good option for a pre-built? I would say no. If you want a good pre-built, come to me. Dave, thank you so much for the $3. I hope you reached out on my website. If you couldn't find it or anything, please let me know in the chat before I end the stream. My PC is running around 370 watts. Do I need a 400 watt UPS? That would be my suggestion. My suggestion would be, yes, oversize your UPS to fit the amount of power coming out of your thing. You did? All right, bet, as the kids say. I'm in my 30s, so I use that ironically. Yo, Lee, thank you so much. Hope you have a great night. Got to calculate the total wattage. Yeah, you can do that, or if you buy like one of those cheap little like $20 power outlet things that show you how much power is going through, you could use those too. Hey, you're welcome. All right, y'all. If you change the LEDs to blue, it'll reduce the wattage by 40%. I mean, the total wattage of the LEDs is probably like 3 watts. It's not very much. Searching for a UPS and everyone's recommended a pure sine wave. I mean, that would be ideal, but you probably don't need it. Yeah, just get a normal UPS for your gaming PC. Just make sure it's appropriately sized. PC Part Picker is great for estimating wattage. Yes, that's a good one. I would say PC Part Picker is just great in general. It's perfect. It's wonderful. One last important question. I've been gaming on a BIOS version from 2022. I would update to the newest BIOS now. And make sure you update all your chipset and motherboard drivers. Do that too. And yes, I think it's a good idea to keep updating your BIOS on occasion. I need advice on my PC. Come back on Thursday. We're gonna do like an Ask Me Anything Q&A sort of stream on Thursday. We're not building a PC or anything. We're just gonna hang out. So come back on Thursday, same time, and ask then, okay? Adios, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out. We're gonna end the stream here and play some video games. Yeah, PC Part Picker is great, man. Dave, thank you again for the $3 dono. Appreciate you. Okay, bye. Bye, 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 bye. If you're not